The internet is massive. There are over 1 billion websites out there, available for us to access just by a click of a button, meaning that there are tons of spooky stories published all over the depths of the internet. Some are believed to be true, others we hope they aren't. Especially the ones that I'm about to talk to you today. We can only hope that they're made up stories. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the Top 10 Scary Internet Urban Legends Part 5. If you haven't seen the other 4 parts, then make sure to check them out as well. Starting off this countdown, we have the cursed images. Who here is a fan of Twitter? It allows you to share what's on your mind, see what others are up to, and it's a site where you can view cursed images. Yeah, you heard me correctly. In 2016, a mysterious Twitter account called Cursed Images appeared and, well, they started to post really creepy images that they claim are cursed. But instead of scaring people away, the account gained a huge following. I guess those people don't care if they get cursed. Anyways, photos range from a lady playing the violin while the doctors perform surgery on the back of her head, to a series of dolls and shoes nailed to a tree trunk, to photos of clowns. Apparently, if you see these photos, you will feel disoriented, uncomfortable, and anxious. According to the page, it is said that the person running the account is the devil himself. That's terrifying. In our 9th spot, we have Abandoned Disney. Again, what's with all these scary stories surrounding Disney? People are out there trying to ruin my childhood. According to this legend, there is an abandoned Disney park where terrifying things happen. The narrator says that he decided to one day explore this abandoned park. It was filled with broken souvenirs and eerie noises. While exploring the park, he came across a door that said "Mascots Only." This is where true terror awaits. The room is filled with a bunch of mascots hanging on the wall. He decided to take the head off of the Donald Duck costume and a human skull tumbled out. But that's not all. In the middle of the room was a Mickey Mouse costume. He tried to take a picture of it, but that's when the mascot got up and says, "Want to see me take off my head?" He then takes off his head and yellow blood pours out from his neck. The narrator runs out of the park, and the sign that used to say "Abandoned by Disney" now read "Abandoned by God." Moving on to number 8, we have Squidward's Suicide. I'm sure that a bunch of you have heard about this urban legend before because it revolves around a well-known character from a certain show. Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants. According to an ex-Nickelodeon intern, there apparently was a lost SpongeBob SquarePants episode. While working, the intern and his co-workers received a tape with this episode on it. The tape was labeled Squidward's Suicide. The episode showed Squidward crying blood while sitting on the edge of his bed. On top of that, creepy music played in the background and images of dead children flashed on the screen. The video ends when Squidward shoots himself. Authorities were given the footage to investigate, but they found no leads. Making our way down the list at number 7, we have White Enamel. And no, I'm not talking about tooth enamel here. White Enamel is a name of an online game that is said to be cursed. In this game, you walk around an abandoned insane asylum. I don't think there's any other purpose to this game other than to terrify the players. While you play the game, you can hear an old man singing eerily in the background. That alone will send shivers down your spine. The scariest part is that apparently the game leaves players feeling sick and disoriented. If you play the game for too long, it is said that you will get your realities mixed up. It leaves players feeling like they were actually there walking through the insane asylum themselves. If you are brave enough, go ahead and play this game, but I don't recommend it one bit. Moving on to number 6, we have You Seen This Man? In 2006, around 2,000 people from around the world claimed to have all seen the same man appear in their dreams. It all started in January 2006 in New York when a patient drew a picture for her psychiatrist of the man that she kept seeing in her dreams. Apparently, the psychiatrist left the image on her desk, and 4 other patients also recognized the same man. Eventually, a website called thisman.org was created to try and see if others too recognized him. From there, the website went viral, and they received 10,000 plus emails from individuals claiming to have seen this man. But Apparently, this was all just a big social experiment. But either way, it's pretty creepy. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the elevator game. Again, I don't know why it's considered a game. It's not fun. It can leave you dead or cursed or haunted. So we have talked about the elevator game on here before, but for those of you who don't know, the elevator game is said to be one of the world's most dangerous games. Now, there are a bunch of rules that you have to follow. When it's done correctly, apparently you can visit another world. Basically, you have to be in an elevator that has at least 10 floors. When you're in the elevator, you have to press the floor buttons in a specific order. After doing so, you press the 5th floor and a woman will enter the elevator with you. This woman is not alive, and it's deadly if you look or talk to her. Then you're supposed to go to the 10th floor, which will bring you to the other dimension. The other world is said to be identical to ours, but with slight differences. The lights will be off, your electronics won't work, and you will encounter ghosts. Now, there are reports of people who have played the game. Some have said that they ended up looking at the woman that you're not supposed to look at, and that now she haunts them. Others claim that some sort of entity followed them home. Seriously, this gives me the creeps. Do not try this game. Whatever you do, just don't. Moving on to number 4, we have the Ouija board. Who here has owned a Ouija board? If you said yes, are you crazy? But I mean, I can't judge because I too once owned one. Not by choice. My friend gifted it to me. I think she wanted me cursed. And I was too scared to even look at the board, so I just hid it underneath the couch in my basement. But anyways, nowadays you don't even need the physical board to contact ghosts because there's a website that has an online Ouija board. Basically, you put your mouse on the planchette and type in the question in a text box. From there, the planchette will move around the board. Now, it doesn't have to be yes or no questions that you ask. People that have been on the website claim that the planchette has spelled out responses. Some others say that it spelled out their name or names of things that they only knew, which is super creepy. Whereas others just believe the website has loaded automatic responses. Either way, it's said that this website is cursed and you should never go to it. In our 3rd spot, we have Bobby. Oh, poor Bobby. Legend states that a boy named Bobby drowned when he was a little kid. On Halloween, his mother attempted to bring him back from the dead using black magic. Except it went terribly wrong, as most of you probably could have guessed. So Suzanne was a woman who lived alone in an old house. She had been depressed ever since her son died. That's when she started reading about black magic and Satanism, which gave her the idea to attempt to resurrect her child. Well, it ended up working and Bobby came back to life. But he wasn't quite the same. After turning off all the lights in the house and making his mom play hide and seek with him, Suzanne ended up tripping and falling. That's when Bobby came to her with a knife and said, "Bobby didn't really drown by accident. He killed himself because he hated the way you treated him. He didn't want to come back, so he sent me instead." A flash of lightning illuminated the house and Suzanne saw the face of the thing that had come back as Bobby. So yeah, let's not try and resurrect things, okay? And that goes for you, Dr. Frankenstein. I'm talking to you too. In our 2nd spot, we have Death Date, another supposedly cursed website. And another website you will not find me visiting. So this website is called Death Date, and as its name suggests, it gives you the date that you're supposed to die. No, thank you. I do not need to know that. I would just end up living in constant fear, just anticipating that date. The website is creepy enough as it is. It starts off by saying, "So you want to know that?" Then if you pick yes, you have to fill out some personal information. Height, weight, date of birth, gender, if you do drugs or drink alcohol, etc. Then with all this information, they will give you the dreaded date. There's also a % of life past section that tells you how much of your life you already lived. Yeah, no thanks. Nope, I'm scared thinking about it just as it is. And in our number 1 spot, we have the 3 Kings. This was a story posted on Reddit by the user FableForge. According to him, he found a recipe that will allow you to enter a place that he calls the shadow side. But he urges people not to try it as it actually works. Which I don't really understand, because then why would he post it on Reddit? Because then clearly people are going to want to try it. Anyway, the name of the game is The 3 Kings. He goes on to describe the things that you need, like a large empty room without windows, candles, a bucket of water, and a mug, a fan, 2 large mirrors, 3 chairs, an alarm clock, the list goes on. Now the steps for this to work are pretty elaborate. The Reddit user tells you the mistakes that you should avoid and how to make sure that the outcome is successful. If you follow everything according to plan, you will be in this place called Shadowside. Now, he never exactly explains what will happen or what you'll come in contact with, because he says he is afraid of ruining the surprise. But he does state that you'll be able to ask questions and get answers. Honestly, I'm too much of a chicken to try this game, but I really want to know if it works. And that's all for today's video. Let's move on to our comment shout-out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from my video, Top 10 Scary Clifford the Big Red Dog Urban Legends. Alyssa commented, I never thought about how much it would cost to feed Clifford. He is huge, okay? He eats so much food and drinks so much water. Like, man, you wouldn't be able to afford him. It's crazy. Raven Darkholm commented, the most spooky thing about Clifford is picking up after him when going for a walk. Ooh, true. Tanya Montgomery commented, I feel like Lindsay is known for urban legends and creeping me out about my childhood. True. I love doing urban legend videos though. I'm known for ruining people's childhood, but hello, it's my childhood too, okay? I'm learning about these legends, or I'm learning about these theories the same time as you guys, so we're all in this together. And that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see you.